Hello my loves and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. Welcome back to the City of Sigil. Welcome back to the Underhive. Now, we were told that if we hang around here for too long, we're probably going to get the shit kicked out of us. Which is not nice, is it? So, for now, we will leave, but we'll come back. We will be back here. Just not for a little while yet. I don't want to get the shit kicked out of me, quite frankly. Now, this is the portal that links Ragpicker Square to the gateway to the Trash Warrens. It's already begun to shimmer due to the proximity of the junk you've got. Thrust the junk into the archway. Okay, let's go then. Oh, so that's what the junk does. It opens the portal. That's cool. You see, it's always worth picking shit up in Sigil. You never know what it's going to do. But yeah, I don't want to start a war down there. I don't want to start people... I don't want to kill people, basically, if I can help it. And there are ways of getting around it. I don't have to kill everyone. You can do most of this game without killing anyone, in fact, which is really rather cool. Sometimes pathfinding is a bit of a bother. But, yeah, we must remember that this is here. For now, though, I think we'll head back. Oh, hello. We didn't go in here, did we? Let's just go and have a look. Small dwelling. Who's this? Collector? Ooh. Sharegrave. Who's this? Tall and lanky, this pale, grim-looking man exudes authority despite his gangly and somewhat awkward frame. A good portion of his left ear is missing. What little that's left is a ragged mess of scar tissue, as if the ear was bitten off rather than cut. His narrow, shifting eyes, almost mere slits, look clever and dangerous. Okay. Greetings. He spits out a reply. I don't know you, Burke, he glares at you. What do you want? Answer quick before I call in some men to make quick work of you. Who are you? He scoffs and looks at you incredulously. Burke, who I am is the second thing you should have known before you stomped your shivved-up, corpse-looking self in here. What's the first thing? That I hate visitors and I loathe strangers. You're both. He sneers and taps his fingers to his temple. Figure the rest out on your own. Okay. I don't mean any harm, yeah. Oh, you don't say. Well, that makes it all piking better then, don't it? Now, I'm going to ask you one more time before your ass hits the street, possibly in several pieces. What do you want? Yeah, see ya. Then pike off, Burke. You get the urge to stop by. You get the urge to stop by again. You just keep walking here. Else I'll have some of my blood see to it that you're not walking much longer. Alrighty then. Done. So we're not welcome here. That's fine. Absolutely fine by me. Ratbone. This man is whistling a cheerful tone and playing with a well-kept fighting knife. As you approach him, he stops whistling and gives you a curious look. What you want? I had questions. My name's Ratbone Cutter. I'm a thief for hire in the employer Sheargrave, the boss of the collectors you see around this square. He pays me mostly to learn his lads to be real quiet-like, and how to fight if they runs into a spot of trouble. That's likely the only questions I'll answer for you, Cutter. He sniffs and shrugs. Ooh, interesting. Thief for hire. Could you train me? Sure, for a spotted jink. Been trained before? No, I haven't. That's fine. I'm going to cuff you now, so dodge it. He suddenly swings his open hand at your head. Dodge the blow. You avoid Ratbone's blow. Not bad, Cutter. Now, about that spotted jink, 50 commons and I'll see you trained right up. Alright, why not? You know you got to stop doing whatever you're doing now, right? You can't be a warrior or one and a thief. Are you alright with that, Cutter? No, not for now. I don't want to be a thief. I don't want to be a thief. So that's how you get to be a thief if you want to be, basically. I don't, as it happens. So we're not doing that one. Who are you? Marrow Friend. That's a good name. You can smell the reek of dung and rotting meat on this man, even from afar. Though obviously weak and decrepit, his long, thin fingers and sunken eyes give him a sinister look as he scuttles through the garbage around him. The way he drools and rolls his eyes makes you wonder if he's mad. Greetings. He tries to focus on you, but his gaze wanders. His eyes are set deeply into hollow sockets, and his skin is terribly pale and diseased, covered with rashes and yellowed patches that look ready to peel from his body at any moment. The stench emanating from him is terrible. As you open your mouth to speak, he licks his lips and swallows. You deader? What did you say? You. He licks his lips again, and his long, spindly fingers pick at his skin as he stares at you. You deader. He glances to your left, then his eyes dart back to you. Dead, dead, hungry. He reaches out to touch you, licking his scabrous lips. Oh, fine. His fingers scrabble spider-like on your arm as if looking for a piece to tear off. He licks his split lips again, and you watch yellowish drool drip from them. With a raspy moan, his fingers suddenly dig into the skin on your arm and pull off a bit. Step back. You watch him feel your stomach churn as he takes the bit of flesh and shoves it into his mouth. He chews it slowly, then swallows you dead. No, I'm not dead. You taste dead. He scratches himself beneath his robe, and you suddenly notice that he has a finger hanging from his neck on a cord. It looks like there is a ring on it. Still hungry. What is that finger bone? He looks down, his plague-ridden features twisting into a ghastly snaggletooth parody of a grin. Snack. He looks ready to chew on it. Yeah, absolutely. His eyes gleam and he is distracted from the finger bone. Okay, I'll go fetch some meat for you. Don't eat that finger bone or no meat for you. Farewell. Okay. Right. That's interesting. That's clearly something significant. We may have to come back for that. I sense a quest. So I do. I sense me a quest. Okay, what have we got? What have we got to do? Hello. What are you doing? Oh, you were running away from us, weren't you? Well, let's get rid of you then. There we go. Oh, there's another one. Alright, fine, there's another load. Let's kill them. Yay! When I say I don't want to kill anyone, I mean, like, named characters. The Hive thugs can go fuck themselves, quite frankly. And we are getting better at it, are we not? We'll have that, we'll have that, and we'll have that. Thank you.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong. Your will be done. I'm gone.
What have we got here? Ah. That's no good. Let me have a look at the map. What have we got here? So that's the southern quarter. That's the Ragpicker Square. That's to the northeastern portion of the Hive, and that's the Flop House. Right. So that's where we can get. That's where we can get some rest. We're all right at the moment, though. We're fine. I could do with somewhere to sell something. Actually, let's have a look. What have we got? Well, we've got the Gathering Dust Bar. I don't think we've been there. To the Alley of Dangerous Angles. I don't think we've been there either. To the southeastern portion of the Hive, the Open Tomb. Angier's house, yeah, we've been there. There's the mortuary. So I think we'll go to the Gathering Dust and see what's going on here next. Hello. We spoke to these guys, I do believe. Let's have a look in the Gathering Dust Bar, shall we? Hopefully we won't get involved in a bar fight or anything.
Let's say we just give this place the laugh, alright?
Okay, so we've got Dustman, Awaiting Death. That's a great name. Who else have we got in here? Lots and lots of Dustmen. Oh, is this like a Dustman bar? I think it is. There are zombies and all sorts. Let's have a check to Noroch. You see a spindle-thin Dustman in dirty black robes. His stiff black hair springs forth from his skull like a crown of spikes, and his leper-white skin is drawn sharply across his skull. He's frowning into his drink and mumbling to himself. Greetings! The Dustman looks up, blinks once, then looks you up and down, studying you. As he studies you, he takes one of his spiked locks and points at himself with it. Noroch, Initiate, Dustman, Guard. He does look troubled, doesn't he? Noroch touches his face and traces the shape of his frown with his fingers. Troubled, yes. What's wrong? The Dustman looks you up and down. Many troubles have I. Help, can you? A mausoleum awakes, the dead walk, the dead disturbed, the Dustman disturbed. Find out what disturbs the undead, and copper coins will I pay. Very well.
Updated my journal.
Yay! Noroch nods. Mausoleum by Dustman Memorial. Go north and west from Black Monument. Go to Arch and a semicircle over your heart with this finger this make. He wiggles the index finger on his right hand. To the mausoleum go you will. That's great. Oh, that's a cool quest. Well, that sounds like a classic D&D quest, that does. Clear out the tomb. Seer the Skeptic? Who's this? As you approach, the elderly woman turns and stares at you. La, look who's come a-calling on Seer today. Death's dearest son. Oh, she knows us. She looks you up and down, then shakes her head in disbelief. By every power in its mother, boy, what crypt did you crawl out of? Well, the crypt was losing its charm, so now I'm looking around for the right place to die. Know of anywhere? She barks a laugh that rattles your ears. Ha! Not here, unless you want to die of boredom. What's wrong with here? Yeah, someone pinch your sense and your sight, boy. She waves her hand around the bar. Look around. What do your eyes tell you? Brilliant. You've got a clever tongue there, boy. Mayhap your tongue is cleverer than you are. Seer squints at you, then snorts. That'd explain the scars. Yeah. A dustman, I suppose. Seer sniffs. I've never enough sand passed through the hourglass while wearing these robes. This body's almost ready to pay the ferryman. She chuckles, but there's not much mirth in it. Are you afraid of dying? Of course I am, boy. Who isn't? She frowns and glances around. Well, except dustmen. They're not afraid because they've been swallowing so much of their own bat droppings over the decades. They've blinded themselves into thinking that death is some kind of release. You don't sound much like a dustman. She shrugs. I guess the dustman robes don't fit me as well as they used to. What happened? Yeah, she shrugs. Life, I suppose. She frowns. Never you mind. I won't bore you with the niggling details. I'd like to know, yeah. Oh, would you? She looks at you skeptically. How old do you take me for, boy? Truth, old. She snorts. Well, you're wrong. I'm really old. Now I've spent most of my long years teaching dustmen. I've seen many dustmen whelps grow within our order, taught them the ways of the faction, kept the faith, preached the tenets of the faction. She frowns. And so on, and so on. No questions, no doubt. This life was merely an antechamber that led to the true death. What happened? Yeah. Well, a half-month back, I went sick with a fever, she sighs. I thought it was the end. It rattled my cage. How? Her face becomes a stone. There's something about having your faction members circle around your deathbed like a pack of pale-faced ghouls, nodding and agreeing that your suffering and dying is all for the best. Oh, Seer is so fortunate. She shall soon be relieved of the burden of life. Burden of life? That's when it struck me. That there's something, a queer expression comes over her features, addled about not appreciating your life. The dustman keeps saying that life is misery and suffering. Is it? That we should be happy to pass on into oblivion? Should we? She shakes her head. Questions, and precious few answers. Yeah, it doesn't sound like you believe in the dustman philosophy anymore. I suppose I have got a swarm of doubts all buzzing in my skull. She rubs her temples. Hard to get them all to be quiet sometimes. They need to be fed some answers, and I haven't got them all worked out yet. What will you do? Yeah. To be square, boy, I don't know. Seer sighs. That's the problem with doubt. I can't even trust that what I'm feeling is true, or if I'm scared of death only because of my brush with the fever, or even what I should do. Is this a passing thing? I don't know. I would treat this as a test of your belief. It sounds like those feelings are only temporary. Yeah, at the core of the Dustman philosophy is that this life is one of pain. It is a weapon that life uses against the soul to keep it anchored to this existence. Yeah. If you had truly... Yeah, that's true. That's true. She doesn't really believe it, so I'm going with that. Seer stares at you, then nods slowly. Maybe so, maybe so. She frowns, her face wrinkling up in concentration. I'll have to chew it over some more. You should, it's no small matter. La, now, enough of me rattling on about my woes. Seer stares at your scars. You look like you've shared a few handshakes with death yourself. Hasn't that changed your views somewhat? Doesn't it make you appreciate life a bit more? Well, my brushes with death are a lot closer than those of other people. I can't seem to die, at least as far as I know. She blinks. You're rattling my coffin. No, it's true. Strange are the ways of the plains, and I've seen too much to throw any tale out with the wash. She studies your face. If it's true, why does this happen? Yep, let's tell her the truth. Now, don't be saying that too loud. She glances around, most peculiar. Never heard of anything like that. Shame about the memories. Do you have any idea why this happens? Nay, not a one. Never knew anyone who death wouldn't take until now. Perhaps you could ask some other... Yeah. Yeah, journal. No idea, yeah. Yeah, right. If you don't know what it looks like, how do you expect anyone to find it? Yeah. Yeah, see ya. Interesting. Very interesting. Workers everywhere. Lots of dustmen. Zombie worker. I think we've spoken to most of them now, haven't we? Emmerich, interesting. Loads of zombies. This guy's got bodyguards. That probably means they're important. You see a heavyset man with dark skin and grim features. He is dressed in dustman robes and is regarding you with a stony gaze. Greetings. You have the look of one lost. The man's voice is like stones settling. Did the winds send you, or are you here with purpose? Who are you? I am Emmerich, factotum and initiate of the Fourth Circle. Is this your bar? If you measure ownership in copper, this is not my establishment. If you measure ownership in spirit, it is mine. He pauses as if trying to emphasize a point. The dustmen here are my students. They are under my protection. Can I ask you some questions? Yeah, we've asked him that. I would like to join the dustmen. No. I'm searching for a journal. These eyes have seen no journal. Perhaps your search will take you elsewhere. Okay. I would like to join the Dustmen. If you desire to join the Dustman faction, I will hear your request. Yeah, interesting. Also, you can join the Dustman here. We'll come back to that, because I'm not sure whether I want to just yet. But we'll come back to that, definitely, because that is interesting. Let's talk to awaiting death. Before you is a young dustman with stubble on his chin and dark circles beneath his eyes. He is staring at the wall with a somber expression. Greetings. The dustman doesn't look up. He stares straight ahead as if he is seeing something several leagues beyond the walls of the bar. Can I ask you some questions? The dustman doesn't respond. He keeps staring into the distance. Mort. Alrighty then. Mort hisses at you. Let's go, Chief. This dusty might as well be fertilizer. Fair enough. Let's get out of here. As you turn to leave, the dustman suddenly speaks, his voice barely a murmur. You have to strain to hear the words. You think he said something about wanting to die. What did you say? The boy's expression does not flicker. Do you want to die? I really don't know. Do you want to die? Yes. Why do you want to die? This existence is a mockery of life. I do not wish to continue. I do not wish to continue the charade any longer. His face wrinkles in disgust. Why would anyone wish to remain in this foul city at the center of a multiverse that feeds on pain and hatred? Death is silent, comforting. That's a bleak outlook. Yeah. This is living. He bares his teeth and his hands clench. This existence is a mockery of life. I don't wish to continue the charade any longer. Trust me, it's not. Maybe after the first death. The dustman blinks, then sneers. The first death? What, were you resurrected? I've seen what lies beyond death. The boy stares at you. You are speaking truthfully. He looks at you in amazement. What is there? What did you see? I lay on an island adrift upon an ocean of great darkness. The island was formed of shadowed stones, but the stones were not stones, for they murmured and whispered to me in a speech I could not understand. There is no silence there, no comfort, and the chill burrows beneath the flesh and sinks into the bone. There is no difference. He looks down at the floor and chews his lip with a strange expression. Beyond the shadow of this existence, more misery awaits. There is no oblivion, no cleansing, nothing changes. The planes rotate and nothing changes. Except you. You can still change. He scoffs. Nay, I've tried repeatedly. If you believe that, then it will be true, yeah? It is more than belief, it is reality. His gaze turns dark. Have you seen the city? It rots, and everything within it rots with it. There is no hope, nothing to strive for. Everything is stained with darkness and shadow. What about your beliefs as a dustman? Isn't that a worthy enough goal? He nods. The dustman philosophy is a worthy goal. Asa would not have become a dustman. Then heed this. You are too eager to reach oblivion. According to the tenets of the dustman, that very eagerness to reach the true death will keep you forever from it. He snarls. You sound like one of the factors. They never cease lecturing me. They are correct to do so. They have only your wish to die at heart. If you wish to reach the true death, you must come to terms with this life first, no matter how painful it seems to you. It is an opportunity, and you are still young. Perhaps seeing more of this life will calm your eagerness for death. But how? He seems puzzled. How should I deal with it? Simply try to live as best you can. Use this life, no matter how painful, as an opportunity. You are young. Perhaps seeing more of this life will kill your eagerness for death. The boy falls silent, thinking. Eventually he turns back to you. Your words carry weight, sir, and a fresh perspective. I will do as you have said. That is all I ask. Live, grow old, and learn. Farewell. That was cool. You have these conversations a lot in this game. There's a lot of philosophizing about the nature of death, the nature of life, consciousness, all that stuff. It's quite cool, actually. It is quite cool. Now, where are we going? Is that the tomb that we want to go to? Is that the one, I wonder? Let's have a look.
Gone.
Or is this just an open tomb? I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just open, isn't it? It doesn't do anything, this. So, but we will be coming back here, clearly. Okay, now where are we going? The mausoleum. Let's try up here.
I'm gone.
Now we should be able to try that trick up here with the guy who gave us the quest taught us. There it is. Oh yeah, we're going. Bye. Ah! Okay, Guardian Spirit. This spectral figure materializes from the gloom of the passageway ahead and quickly moves to block your path. It floats before you, its once human features twisted in a mask of rage. Defilers, leave this place at once. Greetings. Leave now, its booming voice echoes down the halls. This place is forbidden to the living. Leave while you can. I have some questions first. Seek your answers elsewhere. This place is a sanctuary for the dead. I shall not permit their slumber to be disturbed by the intrusion of yet another insolent mortal. Another? Has someone else been here? If you must know, yes. There is another intruder who, even now, continues to violate the sanctity of these hallowed halls. The anger in the spirit's voice fades. He seems somewhat saddened by the admission. The souls of my brothers and sisters cry out for peace. Who is this other intruder? He is an evil coward who wields great power of the dead, or a necromancer. He seeks something within these halls. What it might be, or what his purpose is in seeking, I cannot say. Why don't you drive this intruder away? I cannot. The coward has sealed himself within the inner chamber of the mausoleum. He has erected powerful wards that bar my entrance into the chamber. It is from there that he calls upon his dark arts to awaken my brethren and bends them to his evil will. Perhaps I may be of assistance. The spirit remains silent for several long moments. You can almost feel the weight of his lifeless gaze upon you. Yes, you might prevail here. I have failed. If you will pledge to rid me of this blackguard, I shall grant you passage. What say you? I'll do it.
My journal.
So be it. The spirit slowly begins to fade until only the echoing of its disembodied voice remains. But take heed. Tread lightly in these halls as you join the others in eternal rest. Okay, right. Well, I think, ladies and gents, it might be wise to have a little bit of a save here, because this is going to get nasty. I'm fairly certain this is going to get rather unpleasant. Let's have a look. There are bound to be undead down here. Well, it's a mausoleum in a D&D game. What the hell would you expect? It's big as well, isn't it? It's... Oh, fuck! Trap! Ah! Shit. We don't have any thief skills at the moment, you see, so there's no detect trap or anything like that, unfortunately. I hope we've got some bludgeoning weapons, because these are skeletons and they can only be harmed by bludgeoning weapons.
The rock sings true.
It's why our friend there is having difficulty hitting them. You can damage them with non-bludgeoning weapons, but it takes a lot of doing. You miss a lot, basically. There we go.
All right.
Okay, we got a couple of crits in there, which is quite nice, actually. That's basically when you roll a 20 on your to-hit die, and you get a critical hit. What have we got here? Rags. This thick mass of rags looks as though if they were torn from a tapestry or someone's robes. That's interesting. What's this? Bandages. Oh yes, I'll have that. Let's get rid of that. I'll have those, definitely. Always take the bandages. And that, obviously. There's going to be lots of skeletons and zombies and things down here, you just know it. They are very unlike the tombs that are underneath, say, Athkatla in Arm, aren't they? Or Arm in Athkatla. Most unlike. These look practically industrial. God, it's massive, this area. Hey up, hey up. Oh, we're being followed. Who's this? Skeleton worker. Oh, fuck.
I hear your words.
There we go, that's more like it. Yay!
Did you see that?
Oh, Mort's actually doing rather good against these guys because he's got bludgeoning damage, so...
Damn it. Damn it.
There we go. Wonderful. Have they dropped anything, these guys? That one was dressed in red. Does that make him different from the others, I wonder? This is one of those nice places to level up in this game, it seems. Until, of course, we meet the Necromancer, then it's going to get tricky. What the fuck are they doing? What's he doing? That's quite amusing.
I will hear you.
Hey! I do want to know how to turn our guy into a sorcerer, because that's going to be my main focus in this game, of course. Hey! I'm not doing too badly against these undead bozos, actually. That may be because we're technically an undead bozo ourselves, you know? Take him down, guys.
Did you see that?
Hey! Okay, what have we got? Oh, Heart Charm! This glistening drop of blood is as hard and smooth as a pearl. When placed on the tongue, it dissolves instantly and spreads through the user's veins and heart. The Heart Charm is more powerful than the Blood and Clot charms, and it heals a number of wounds instantly, even serious or critical injuries. Furthermore, the user will also gain a rush of energy, removing any fatigue they may be otherwise feeling. That's cool. Oh god, let's get rid of this, because none of that is as good as this. Right, I'm gonna give it a save. It's always worth being a bit cautious in these areas because you can die so quickly, and everything can turn against you very, very, very fast. What? See what I mean? See what I mean?
Did you see that?
Giant skeleton! Bloody hell! Look at him. This may be slightly outside of our level to tackle.
Did you see that?
God, he's a nasty one. He's a big un. But we're holding our own. We're not doing too badly at the moment, I've got to say. All things considered, we're doing all right, you know. We're equipped with bog basic weapons, and we're not that high level, and yet we're doing pretty okay. There we go. That was all right. Is it? Oh, he hasn't left a damn thing. Okay, right. Oh, that goes deeper in. Interesting. So what's through here? Oh, wow. This place is enormous. Look at this. It's massive. Mind you, the maps in these games are big. Hey, up. Hello. Well, we just dealt with one of your bigger cousins, so we should be alright with you. Yeah, we do need some bludgeoning weapons here. I mean, this is your standard D&D quest. It really is. Clear out the mausoleum, you know? Even I've been guilty of this in... Ow! Bastard. Even I've been guilty of this in my D&D games. Oh, there's a mausoleum outside of town and someone's hearing rustlings from inside. Bone charm. Interesting. This old finger bone charm has been hollowed out and tiny symbols have been scratched on the surface. Oh yeah, we've got one of these, haven't we? I will take that. Rags. Well, we've got some of them already, so... Okay. Is there just one of you? No, there isn't. There's a couple of you. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna gang up and we're gonna kill you. Again. Haha.
Die.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Eat it. Yeah, we desperately need to level up because we suck. Considering that these are really low-level monsters, we're doing very badly. Okie dokes, my loves. When we come back, we'll finish exploring this tomb and maybe even take down a necromancer, who knows. Until then, my dears, bye-bye!